Do you want a sizzling fajita recipe that will rival any restaurant? Stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome to Cooking with Chef Rich. Today we're going to be making some chicken fajitas. Yummy, I love chicken fajitas. I have a very quick and easy recipe for you. We'll jump right in. First we'll talk about our ingredients. We will be talking about our spices in 2 minutes. Let's just talk about the main ingredients. I have 2 pounds of chicken breast. I have 3 cups of onions that I've sliced approximately 1/4 inch thick. I have 3 cups of tricolor peppers, red, yellow, and green peppers that I've also sliced 1/4 inch thick. I have 1/2 cup of cilantro. I have 3 tablespoons of fresh chopped garlic and 2/3 cup of water. The very first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to turn on my flame and I'm going to add probably maybe 2 tablespoons of olive oil and start sauteing our onions. Our onions are going to take about 5 minutes, so I want to get that going. One thing I forgot to mention is 1 teaspoon of chicken base for over here. Now let's talk about our seasoning mix. If you want quick and easy, you can always buy the packages of fajita seasoning mix, whether you use Ortega or some other brand, that's up to you. They work just as well and it is definitely easier. If you like to make things yourself, then we'll talk about what we're doing over here. I have 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of paprika, 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1½ teaspoons of granulated garlic, 1½ teaspoons of granulated onion, 1½ teaspoons of cumin, and 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne. Now, very simply, we're just going to mix this up very well. This is actually going to be too much seasoning mix for the amount we're making, but I will have a little bit left over. So for this recipe, I'm going to be taking 3 tablespoons of our seasoning mix, and that's what I'm going to be using. And the rest I'm just going to reserve for another time. So our onions are almost translucent, and now I'm going to add our peppers and cook this out for just about 2 minutes. Our peppers have been cooking probably for right about 3 minutes. They're still very crunchy. And now we're going to add our garlic. Mix this in and cook this out for just about 1 minute. And I'll see you in a minute. So our garlic has been cooking for right about 1 minute. Next thing we're going to do is I'm going to make a hole in the middle of our pan. And drop our chicken in. And I'm just going to let that sit for a minute so it sears the bottom, and in a minute I'm going to stir it. You can see how the chicken's starting to turn white, so I'm just going to give this chicken a quick stir and then let it sit for 1 more minute. So even though a lot of the chicken is still raw, at this point I'm just going to mix it all in. And this will actually be cooked in about 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, I'm guessing. I'm just going to give it a nice stir, and now I'll just let it sit for another minute and stir it in 1 more minute, and then it'll probably be done cooking. So if you look closely, the chicken is still a little bit raw, so I'm going to give it a stir. And now the last thing that we're going to do is I'm going to add my cilantro, my fajita seasoning, my chicken base, and my water. Give this a good stir and cook this for maybe about 1 minute. For our tortillas that I'm using La Banderita tortillas, and I'm using something called carb counters. I am not great when it comes to being nutritionally sound, but I try to do things here and there just to help me a little bit. So the reason why I use these is because if you look at this, it actually has 11 grams of dietary fiber, which is great for you. It only has 45 calories, very low in sugar, I believe, total sugar 0. So overall, it's a very healthy new tortilla. I don't like whole wheat bread, so I never eat things that are whole wheat. But this is actually really good for you, and it's a healthy alternative without sacrificing taste. I like white bread, so this is the perfect tortilla. So once I added my seasoning mix, I cooked it literally for just about a minute. By the time that the seasoning mix was all in, the chicken was done cooking. In the end, I did add another tablespoon and a half of seasoning mix, and that will be in the description down below. And I put it on a plate, so I just want to show you what it looks like. Now, I'm gonna try. I love fajitas. Really love fajitas. One of my favorite foods. Really, really, really good. Can't wait until my shot is over because I get to have lunch. And anyway, fajitas taste absolutely perfect. Really, really great fajita. Seriously rivals any Mexican restaurant you will go to. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And tell me what type of Mexican food you like to make. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Be safe, everyone.